when it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there to catch.
Henry Ford has been credited with revolutionizing the transportation industry. His innovation that dates back to the 20th century continues to impact our lives even today. He founded Ford Motor Company from the ground to become a world-renowned company. Henry's goal was to build a car for the great multitude. In October 1908, he realized his dream by offering the Model T for $950. Henry Ford didn't enjoy instant success, but even through failures, Henry kept innovating. Today his net worth at death would be equal to $200 billion. 66 years after his demise, Henry is still celebrated as a technological genius and creative force in the automobile market. His story began in Greenfield, Michigan, where he was born in 1863. His father, William Ford, was a prosperous farmer who was well respected in the community. Ford's father had hoped his son would take over the family farm, but Henry hated the drudgery of farming and his interests in mechanics were more dominant. As a young boy, Ford would enjoy tinkering with machines. Watches attracted his interests, and he soon mastered their intricate mechanisms. Henry's curiosity and enthusiasm made him leave his father's farm at the age of 16 to work as a machinist apprentice in Detroit. He worked as an apprentice at the Michigan Car Company, which specialized in the manufacture of railway cars. He held several similar jobs over the next 2 years where he learned a great deal about the heavy industry. After the end of his apprenticeship, Henry returned to Greenfield in 1882. He was hired at the Westinghouse, where he would operate their steam engines and in his spare moments tinker the machine he had set up. In 1891, Henry moved back to Detroit, where he got a job as an engineer for the Edison Illuminating Company. It wasn't long before he rose up the ranks and became the chief engineer. Henry was living his dreams, and in 1896 he made his first vehicle, the quadricycle, which featured 4-wire wheels. In 1898, a second car followed. Henry decided to start a company that would sell horse carriages. But he knew nothing about business. His first company collapsed and the second landed the same fate. It was his third attempt at starting a company that finally succeeded, and on June 1903 the world saw the birth of the Ford Motor Company. Between 1903 and 1908 Ford manufactured 9 different cars which were all successful. In October 1908, Ford unveiled the Model T, and within months the demand became so high orders had to be halted. In the fall of 1913, Ford's Highland Pack factory began the mass production on the innovative moving assembly line, which helped Ford keep up with the high demand. Ford produced 15 million Model T cars between 1908 and 1927. Henry died in 1947, but through his company, he changed the lives of many people by providing practical and affordable cars to the masses. Here are a few quotes by Henry Ford. Whenever you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Yeah.